All right, let's talk about money. For so many of us, it feels complicated, maybe even a little scary, right? Like it's some big chore we have to do. But what if we're looking at it all wrong? What if money is just a game? A game with a specific set of rules, and if you learn those rules, you can actually start to win. Today, we're going to break down the 4 biggest, most important unspoken rules of that game.
So first things first, we have to know what we're playing for. You hear the term financial freedom thrown around all the time. And hey, that's great, but it's usually tied to how much money you already have stacked up. We're aiming for something deeper, something way more powerful, financial confidence. This is knowing deep in your bones that you have the skill to make money no matter what happens. It's not about the pile of cash. It's about your ability to create that pile whenever you need to.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head. It's the whole idea we're digging into here. Money is a game. If you know the rules, you can play it strategically and win. But if you don't, well, you're just out there playing blind. And honestly, it's almost impossible to win a game when you don't even know the rules. So let's really lock in on this. The first step in any game is knowing the objective. For us, it isn't just about piling up money. The real prize is achieving that unshakable financial confidence. Now this right here, this slide, it completely flips the script on a huge myth. So many of us are taught to think from a place of scarcity, that there's not enough money to go around. But the reality is the exact opposite. The world is practically overflowing with money. It just flows to the people who have the skills and the knowledge, the financial literacy, to actually go out and get it. It's not a scarcity problem, it's a skill problem. Okay, so that brings up a really big question, right? If there's money everywhere, why are so many people struggling financially? Well, it turns out most people are losing the money game for a couple of very specific reasons. Let's get into what they are. And get a load of this number. It's honestly staggering. Even with all the books, all the videos, all the information out there, a lot of it completely free, over 90% of people are still financially ignorant. They just don't know the rules of the game. And this is where it gets real. Let's talk about Peter. Peter gets his paycheck, right? And what does he do? Instead of using that money as a tool to build more wealth, he immediately turns around and spends it on things that just drain his bank account. Barbecues, gadgets, you name it. Things the rich call liabilities. Having fun is important, sure, but not when it comes at the expense of your entire financial future. And hey, if you think just getting a big pile of cash will solve everything, think again. Get this, 70% of lottery winners are broke again within just a few years. That's insane. And it proves, without a doubt, that having money isn't the solution. Knowing what to do with the money is everything. So this is the big mystery, isn't it? The information is out there. It's a click away. So why is that 90% number so high? Well, it turns out there are 2 massive psychological walls that are holding most people back. Okay, barrier number 1 is what we call conventional wisdom. You know what this is. It's all those ideas about money that you just sort of absorb growing up, usually from well-meaning family and friends who, let's be honest, are also losing the money game. It's a mindset that's soaked in scarcity and fear. Yeah, we've all heard this one, haven't we? Or how about money doesn't buy happiness, or money doesn't grow on trees? When you hear these things over and over, you start to subconsciously believe that money is bad. And if you think wealth is evil, you'll find a way to push it away every single time. I mean, think about this for a second. It's such a perfect analogy. You would never, ever take ski lessons from a guy who's never even seen a mountain. So why on earth do we take financial advice from people who are constantly broke? If you want to win the game, you got to learn from the players who are already winning. And the second barrier, well, that one's on us. It's our own comfort zone. Building wealth means you have to step outside of what feels safe and easy. You have to take smart, calculated risks. And maybe the biggest hurdle, you have to actually believe you deserve to be wealthy. A lot of people are secretly afraid of what will happen if they actually succeed. So let's just pause for a second. I want you to ask yourself honestly, what's that one thing you're avoiding because it feels scary or uncomfortable? Is it starting that side hustle, making that investment, asking for that raise? Because a lot of the time, the progress you're looking for is hiding right on the other side of that fear. Okay, we've seen the problems, we've seen the barriers. Now let's talk about the rules that let you smash right through them. And it all starts with rule number 1, invest in what you know. This is, without a doubt, the most important rule, and it's the one people break all the time. Look, when we hear investing,
our minds jump to things like stocks or real estate. And those are awesome, don't get me wrong. But the single greatest, most profitable investment you will ever make is in yourself, right here in your own brain. Your knowledge is the machine that builds the money-making factory. You have to build that first. All right, buckle up because this next rule goes against pretty much everything we're usually taught. Conventional wisdom screams that all debt is bad. But if you're playing the money game to win, debt can actually be one of your most powerful tools. You just have to know how to use it. So the secret is learning the difference between good debt and bad debt. It's simple. Bad debt takes money out of your pocket, like high-interest credit cards for stuff you don't need. Good debt is totally different. It's a tool. It's when you borrow money to buy an asset that puts more money back into your pocket. Think a loan for a rental property that cash flows, or a loan to start a business. It's debt that works for you. It's a weapon, and you need to learn how to wield it. And that brings us to the final two rules. These are the real engine of building wealth. Rule 3 is all about your mindset, and Rule 4 is about turning that mindset into real-world action. Put them together, and you have the blueprint for acquiring assets. And here's the path, laid out plain and simple. It starts with Rule 3, adopt a think-rich mindset. This isn't about being arrogant. It's about shifting from defense to offense. Stop asking, how can I save $3 on coffee? And start asking, how can I earn an extra $300 this week? See the difference? That new question forces you to develop high-income skills, which then gives you the firepower to go out and acquire assets. Which brings us to Rule 4, and honestly, the entire game of money can be boiled down to this one simple, powerful idea. An asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out of your pocket. That's it. That's the whole game. The rich use their money to buy assets that make them more money. The poor and middle class use their money to buy liabilities that cost them more money. It is that simple. So there you have it. Money isn't some big, scary mystery. It's a game. And it has rules. Rules about your mindset, about debt, about your skills, and about assets. Now you know the basic rulebook. So the only real question left is, are you ready to get in the game and start playing to win?